Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Happy Hour of the Half Hour Happy Hour. Wait, what?
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip, and for about the next 30 minutes, we are going to drink some booze and spit some news.
Booze and news.
Booze and news.
Oh,
Tom
fancy drinking,
got
Tom.
his pinky up.
Well, speaking of fanciest drinker of the group,
That's me.
let's all say hi to Tom Supervolcano Krajewski.
Hi, Tom Supervolcano Krajewski.
Guys,
I feel like the unsung hero of the Half Hour Happy Hour.
100%.
I'll sing.
Yeah. I'll sing.
Wait,
I don't think
I'll
unsung
sing how awesome
means.
I am.
Yeah.
The unsung singing hero.
By the way, is that what it is? Like the unsung means
People-
that
Unsung means
people don't sing about him?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
amazing.
He doesn't,
I
he
was
doesn't
kinda
have
right.
songs written about him.
By the
and his
way,
exploits.
how so
his triumphs.
I love like etymology and like how words and phrases were like created, like
Yes.
things like
Sorry, can I real quick?
I love that this
I'm just
somehow
laughing.
made a giggle fit.
Because the other day I was talking with two girlfriends, and one of them was like, "Yeah, so I went to this talk that this entomologist was doing. So this person works with," and in my head I went ears, nose, and throat, and she's like bugs, and I was like, "Oh, I wasn't even close."
An entomologist. Oh yeah, I go to one every day.
An entomologist is like an ENT doctor
Yeah.
or whatever. I was like, "Oh my god,
That is amazing.
So when you just said entomology, I'm like, I'm not even going to pretend that I know what this
yeah,
is.
you're like,
I do, but
yeah.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
amazing. Yeah, ear, nose, and throat. Bugs.
Yeah,
I mean, not
Bugs have
even
ears,
close.
noses, and throats.
Yeah, he specializes in the ear, nose,
Yeah.
and throat of bugs.
Okay, so you're really into entomology, which is not either. Either of those
etymology,
things.
yeah.
Etymology, shit.
But anyway, so
right.
and really into, like, I fucking spend time Googling stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Nerd
I
alert.
don't.
Yeah.
I just, when I hear things, they stick in my head and I go, that's fucking crazy. So we were on Maui.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was telling us about the other islands, and they talked about Molokai. Molokai is the island where the leper colony was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the leprechauns.
Man, Allison, you had such an ecstatic look on your face when you believed it was the island of leprechauns.
Why is famous?
She was like,
and then you went "any," and I was like, "colony." Oh, leper colony. Not even close.
Yeah.
I've only had 3 sips of whiskey.
By the
I
way,
don't know what's going
I
on.
hope somebody creates the image of the island of Malachi where leprechauns come from.
No, not the
That
leper
Hawaiian,
colony.
that all Hawaiian thing. Anyway,
okay, sorry.
so he was talking to us about Malachi,
Yeah.
and essentially what ended up happening was the United States was like, we have no idea what to do with all these people who have leprosy because there was no cure at the time. So they were like, we need to segregate these people.
Don't
there's
you like how that was our solution for a
know.
while? Like,
That was
criminals, let's put them to that island over there, and
Yeah.
lepers, let's put them on this island over there.
I feel bad for the guy that like owns the islands. It was like, no, we don't.
yeah, no.
We don't want any of those things. I'm good. We're good. We're good.
The guy who
Less
owns the
lepers. So the reason why they chose Malachi was because there was a peninsula, or there is a peninsula that's like surrounded by mountains. So it's like the perfect King Kong area. You cannot get there unless you either fly in or boat in. But it's a part of a bigger island, right?
Got it.
No.
Well,
Oh boy.
so what they would do is they would scoop up all these people from the United States, send them
Okay.
to Hawaii, and
Yeah.
then they would boat them over to Malachi. Well, they literally, the reason why the saying "I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole"
They pushed
exists
them over with
is
a 10-foot
they
pole?
would
them over.
throw them into the water,
No.
push them away from the boat with a 10-foot pole, and they had to swim from the boat to the island across shark-infested reefs.
But
What?
wait, if they were leopards, their body parts are falling off. How could they swim? It's drowned.
Very horrible. Well, the good news is a shark gets a piece of your leg, and the leg goes away, and you just keep swimming.
Oh, good. You didn't notice.
So
that.
a lot of people died by being
Swimming?
eaten.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like, well, if they get there, good luck, survive. Like, there was no infrastructure. Like, nobody else was there.
How awful is this?
Yeah, and so that was when this one priest went and was like, I feel like we should set something up because that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So he went and set up, like, infrastructure and
Use smaller
farmings
poles.
and stuff like that.
Wow.
Invented the smaller pole. Yeah, which is called
Less
the Karen
offensive.
pole.
It's
yeah.
just 10. It's.
Oh my
But so
goodness.
that's where we get I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Oh boy.
Man.
I know. That's sort of a downer.
All I can think of
Do
right now
another
because
one.
of the holidays is the Grinch song. I wouldn't touch you with a 49.5-inch pole. Do. Alex is not amused, Tom.
Alex, do you not watch
We're
Christmas
sitting-
specials?
We're sitting here.
I do Christmas specials, but I haven't. It's
What?
been a bit since I've watched
The
that. one.
Grinch? You haven't seen the Grinch?
I mean, I have technically.
And you haven't heard the song like a zillion times on the radio already?
I've not heard any Christmas songs on the radio. Although I do ask my
Bah
my
humbug over there.
Echo to do some stuff. Because did you notice the tree?
I did notice the tree.
Thank
It was
you.
a very pretty tree.
Thank you.
It was. Okay, guys, we have business to attend to.
Business, yo.
Business.
Let's do the
We got business. Everyone.
I want one of those like
Since we're-
boards that
boards
says
are
like
like,
business.
business. Since we're talking about the holidays, Drunksmith is coming up.
I
That's the mode.
My liver is shivering in anticipation.
By the way, I
Yeah.
thought about that today because I've felt like I've been in pretty good shape and like I'm feeling real good about myself, and I'm like,
Nope.
Drunksmith is gonna fuck it all up. I'm like a day when I have to do all the drinking and all the eating. I'm like, damn
it's
it.
gonna be so
but it's going to
good.
be awesome. We are recording it this coming Sunday, December 17th.
Yeah, and it's very interesting because people have been asking because if they're
Yeah.
gonna, yes, Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub,
Whatever.
all of that stuff will work.
Yeah.
but they're not going to be able to deliver packages on Sunday.
On Sunday,
so
correct.
we're working
So,
on a solution.
Here's the deal. We rent out this space. So it's technically not ours until that day. So we're going to find out if we can give the address early and if someone will actually be there to accept packages. We
Correct.
just basically can't guarantee that. So just
Correct.
pay attention to our social media, Twitter feeds and whatever, and we'll get that info out to you guys. We have a lot of awesome guests lined up.
yeah, chock-a-block.
Yeah, I feel like this is the year that finally people are like, oh, yeah, I want to be on that show, as opposed to
Yeah.
us like calling our friends and being like, can you please come in and talk to us?
Well, we had, it's funny because after last year's Drunksmith, we had a lot of people that we would see, and they'd be like, "Why wasn't I invited on Drunksmith?" And you were like, "What are you talking about?"
We send out emails.
We send out you.
We send out you. Come
send
to us.
you out.
So anyway, we're very excited. Just as an FYI, the first day of Drunksmith will air Thursday, December 21st.
Yeah, and we will have an episode that Monday.
That Monday.
of
So
week.
meaning there will be one more regular episode after we record Drunksmith, prior to Drunksmith actually airing.
Correct.
But the 12 days of Drunksmith will be the 21st to January 1st, so you have us till New Year's Day.
Science, science, science.
Science, blah,
Welcome
blah, blah.
2018. It's going to be
gosh.
2018.
That's ridiculous. Do people still say that?
I just sounded like
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Wow. 2018. Unless Los Angeles burns to the ground by then.
Dude, fires.
Yes, all the
What
fires.
the
The
fuck?
whole city's on fire.
That the Instagram I saw it because James Gunn retweeted somebody
Yeah.
and it was his commute down the 405 and I was like,
yeah.
no, that's the flames of Mordor.
Mordor.
That's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
that's not the 405.
I honestly thought it was fake the first time I saw it, and then news outlets were reporting it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, guess I'm not going west today.
Yeah.
Or for this whole week.
Good
you
luck,
know?
Getty Center.
I
Yeah.
know,
I know, it's
that
crazy.
sucks. I love the Getty. It's
I mean-
such a beautiful building. And
Yeah.
I think there's. I mean, look. I think it's fucked.
Thank you for that.
The whole
deep
thing is
note.
just everybody is fucked. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's crazy. And I was talking to my buddy Scott who lives in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
And I was on the phone with him and he was coughing and I was like, "Bro, are you all right? You know, like a cold or something?" He goes, "It's not like apocalyptically foggy at your place with ash."
Well, that's the
and I was
thing.
like, "No, because it
We've
was all
lucked
blowing
out.
west."
I was going to say we've lucked out because all the wind has been blowing west, and we're east of the fires. So I mean, it's not like you can still walk outside and smell smoke, and
Yeah.
like my nose has been kind of
Yeah, yeah,
runny all
yeah.
day. But yeah, we haven't had the worst of the air quality at least.
Well, they closed schools.
I know
They
my
closed
cousin.
all the schools.
My
in
cousin
San-
goes to
in,
UCLA.
yeah.
They canceled all classes there.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
just stay inside. And I was
Yeah.
like, in my mind, I was sort of thinking, like, what is staying inside going to do for you? Like
Air quality.
I mean, but really, like, air comes from
Well,
the
yeah.
outside.
Well, but most places have
Filtration
yes,
systems.
and circulated air and stuff like that.
Oh my God!
What?
The next time I go driving toward, like, in the fire, I can turn on the hazmat shit and bucephalus.
Wait,
What's it do?
What?
I have
yeah.
the crazy
What's hazmat
biofilter.
shit?
I have
Are
the
you
crazy
serious?
fucking
a
like super HEPA biofilter.
Really?
What? Your car?
And I was just, I've
filters
never,
on
like, I
the
turned it
car.
on just to see the little, like,
Your car is from the future.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the time machine has been fritzy.
Okay.
The time machine portion has been fritzy.
Man.
I see you still haven't cleaned it.
No, I did. That fucking bird. This is clean. Like, look at
Does
look.
it come somehow
That's
get
the-
back in
that's
here?
the
Yeah, no,
same,
this is
but
what
bird-
fucking happened. I went. I love Burbank Airport because
Yeah.
A, the valet parking is the same price as
Oh.
the non-valet parking.
Yes.
So you just drive your car up and they're like, "When are you coming back?" And I'm like, "Tonight at 10." Great.
Cool.
And two things. They're like, well, for $5 we'll charge
Wash it.
Well, no, they'll charge
They'll
it.
charge
and so I was
it.
like, do that.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is, while you're gone, they'll wash it.
Yeah.
So I was like, awesome, wash it. So I come back.
And it's clean.
It's clean. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
Bird poop.
Heather and I go to Kings Road to have
No, so that's
lunch.
the same bird poop that was here last weekend.
Yeah, well, what I gotta clean it again? I just
festering
cleaned
here
it.
in your
God,
garage.
what, you don't leave bird poop on it for more than a week? That
Your
ruins the
syphilis
paint.
must be pissed,
Bro,
man.
Come on, how have you not learned
Gary
that by
Busey
now?
and I are
That's
really good
right.
friends.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
Jeez.
I'm not
He's
getting in that
cool.
car until it's
All
cleaned.
right, do we
You know what, Tom? That's probably true.
real quick? Did we cover?
Wait a minute. That means I don't drive with you. Sorry, what
Did
was
we cover all the business we need to cover with Drunksmith? That we're gonna get them. We're gonna get you guys the address for delivering food. Hopefully early so packages can come, but we can't guarantee it. Yeah, and it's Sunday. Yeah.
17th.
Yeah, and first
Comes out
episode
on
will air
the
the 21st. Yeah, cool.
I think that's all the
Great,
business.
covered it. Done.
That's all the
Great.
business. Drunksmith's business.
Let's get into
hey,
some emails.
how was your work? Or how was your week?
What? Why?
How was everybody's week? I just want we're in the show
Don't put her
now.
on the
I know, but let's get into
Oh,
emails.
God.
We've talked
All right.
enough.
All right.
I'm like, what? Why? Don't talk to me.
Chance?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is sort of a Drunksmith thing.
Oh, wait, the other Drunksmith thing. I just
What
remembered.
happened?
We need a song.
Oh, yeah.
We need a 12 Days of Drunksmith song. We've had someone send in one every year for the last 2 years. So
Every year.
I mean, maybe if we get multiple submissions,
We can make a
combine
hybrid.
them.
Yep.
Yes, but we need a 12 Days of Drunksmith song so we can sing it at the beginning of every episode. So that's on you guys. Please help us out. Woo!
Yeah. Good call.
I know. I almost forgot that.
Strong catch.
Yeah.
That is like a child falling off of a swimming pool thing and you slide out and grab it.
Even those who fall in
Sure.
the water?
Any of that stuff.
Yep.
Well, we all know children can't swim. Anyway, do you like cake?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not spam.
Not
Okay. Hey, HHHHHH crew, just a short and sweet email, pun intended.
Aw.
I wanted to know if you are cake fans.
Yeah. Who's this from?
I know this is from Ron.
Hi, Ron.
No, he did not do the thing.
God damn it.
I know you have Drunksmiths upcoming, which my wife and I are fans of, and I wanted to support the cause. I know some of the greatest red velvet cake I've ever had from a bakery that will bring tears to your eyes.
I like tears in
I'd
my
like to
eyes.
send you. I'd like to send a cake to the crew and try. Assuming you are all fans of cake,
Yes.
I assume Allison will try.
Yes.
It, despite the fact that it has eggs blended in it.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
yeah.
I'm okay. As long as you
Let
don't
me
see
know.
the eggs, I will eat the eggs.
Yeah. Also, you mentioned doing a show at someone else's place potentially.
Yeah.
How about
Oh,
if you're
like a
ever
fan.
in Space City, Houston, Texas? I'd love to host you, crew, for a booze-filled episode, including a visit to NASA. Keep up the great work.
I love NASA.
You have a listener for life, Ron. P.S. Will you ever do a YouTube episode or another movie viewing drinking experience similar to the Scarface event?
Oh.
Jeez.
Potentially.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a good answer.
Yeah.
P.P.S. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Ron.
P.P.P.S. Hi,
Ron.
Allison.
Hi, Ron. There you go.
P.P.P.P.S. Alex is my hero.
Oh,
Thank you.
wow.
Alex is everyone's hero.
P.P.P.P.P.P.S. Thanks for reading all of this. Ron.
No,
Thanks,
you're
Ron.
welcome, Ron.
Super
Yes, cake.
fun. Yes,
so
cake.
see, like Ron is someone we have to get the address to early to get this cake.
Well, but I don't know if Ron is implying that the cake company, the bakery, is not in. It could be in L.A. I doubt that because he's in Houston.
He's in Houston.
I hear that. I got
Okay, we got to figure out this address thing like ASAP.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah,
Sounds
okay.
awesome.
This is
All
the
right.
thing that's gonna happen.
NASA. Does he work for NASA? Or-
NASA.
I don't know if he works for
Is?
NASA or if he's just like, hey, well,
NASA.
come on
Yeah, I
by.
guess he would have told.
Uh,
Thank you for the cake, Ron.
Thank
in
you for the
advance.
cake. Okay, so this is an email that kind of dovetails into a story.
Great.
We actually got a lot of emails and tweets about why we didn't talk about this story specifically on the episode, and it was because we were talking so much about Bitcoin.
Oh, last week?
Yeah, people
Okay.
were like, "I'm surprised when you came back, you didn't talk about blah," and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
we were already chock-a-block."
It was our first episode back, guys.
Yeah.
We needed to warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Bathe in Elon's Musk.
No, I haven't even heard about
4-H
this.
crew. This is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Allison.
Yay!
I'm from good old rural Kansas,
Ooh.
where 4-H is a club of young farmers to
Yep.
join and auction off their cows, pigs, sheep at local county fairs.
We
Guess
do that
what? That-
sometimes too.
That was
This
that was
is
in New
us.
Jersey as well.
I hear you.
Yeah.
My husband, a city boy,
Ooh.
introduced me to your version of 4-H shortly after the first episode aired. He then convinced me to fly out to San Diego for Comic-Con 2015
Did we meet them?
for your live taping where we
Yes.
had a blast, and I became a fan.
Oh,
I don't know if
great.
we may have met them. We met so many people.
Yeah. Well, good to
but
hear from you
yeah,
again.
That's awesome.
He's a big
cool.
Dig Nation fan and is an even bigger HHHHH fan.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Look at
thank you
that.
for making
overtaking your old work, Alex.
done. Hey man, current work better than old work. I'll
Yeah,
take
that's
it.
true.
Thanks for making my first Comic-Con experience every road trip ever since memorable. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
they drove out to San Diego.
well, she said fly.
Oh.
Maybe just road trip.
Oh,
meaning
road trip.
like-
They listened to it us on road trips.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, got it. That
Boom.
makes sense.
Cool.
Now to the fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
There is a company
Okay.
that is selling
Oh no.
Elon's Musk,
Oh my gosh.
an air freshener for your Tesla.
Oh.
The company is based in Australia, aka the land of giant spiders.
Oh boy.
I saw this and immediately thought of the U3, especially Bucephalus.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want the Tesla god looking down at them while they're driving their Tesla? Can't wait for Drunksmiths. Next time you fly across the country, give a little wave to Kansas.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Well, I know what I'm getting Alex for Christmas.
You better order them fast because they come from Australia.
Yeah, we probably won't get it in
It
time.
is basically, you know those like tree hanging
Yeah.
tree, the pine trees?
Yeah.
It's Elon Musk's face
Oh my gosh.
hanging, and it's called Elon's Musk.
Yeah, I get it.
Fuck. That is,
Did he approve this? There's no way that he was like, "Yep."
you know, honestly, I kind of feel like they could probably start, like, of all the people in the world that wouldn't sue you for making a
Yeah.
Tesla exclusive hanging thing called Elon's Musk, it's Elon. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, he's like, great, cool.
Awesome.
What's it smell like then?
I don't know. That's where I think this whole thing could
I
go
hope it's
really
still
wrong.
Pine.
It might
Or
just be like
ozone.
male.
No.
Ozone. That's electricity it creates, right? And it's an electric car, right? Ozone to smell.
Okay.
That was rather intelligent
Thank
of you,
you.
Tom.
Boom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I see Tom brought his lab coat.
Yeah.
I am right,
Look
right?
at that over there,
I have no
doctor.
idea.
Doctor.
I'm going to
Tom.
assume yes because we're all scientists
Yeah,
in this
sure.
room of science.
Yeah.
But this leads to the story, which we did not get to,
Oh.
that we are going to talk to about now.
Great.
Excellent.
Let's talk about it.
Do it.
This
Okay.
is the Tesla semi-truck.
Oh, right. Oh, you're right. Why didn't we talk about this?
Right.
Yeah.
Not only that announcement, other huge announcements.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you guys have heard about this, obviously, that Tesla was building a semi-truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Automated.
Well, not even just automated,
Yeah.
fully electric.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the
massive,
whole-
a massive fucker.
A massive fucker.
Yeah.
I actually watched the live reveal.
Of course you did.
Of course.
Of course you
And
did.
by the way, I so want to buy one and
Why?
convert it into an RV because
What?
it's fucking beastly.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the stats are like mind blowing. So
Where
they basically
would you
went
park that thing around here?
anywhere,
Anywhere I want.
anywhere I want.
How much would it cost to charge it? Oh, I have another story. Okay, finish this one.
Okay.
Remind me to get back to cost of charging things.
Cost of charging
Yes,
things.
okay, yeah.
Okay. Cost of charging things.
Yeah.
Cost of charging.
Cost of
things.
charging
Good.
things. That's your job, Tom.
So here's the thing. Elon basically did what he does with a lot of different industries, which he was like, the biggest CO2, like one of the biggest issues that we have with CO2 is trucking, right?
Right.
And they're big.
And
they're,
cows.
And cows. Well, yeah. That'll be next.
How do we make electric cows?
Yeah. Amazing. It's like, I think we're in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Anyway, so his whole thing was, can we apply the battery and electric engine technology that we have in the Tesla to a fleet of trucks?
Yeah, semis.
Semi-trucks. And the answer is, my God, is this so much better than an actual semi-truck?
Right.
Like, it's crazy. So, first off, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about semi-trucks.
Right.
What, you?
Yeah.
Huh?
I do seem like a trucking authority.
Did you see Over the Top?
Of course.
They all arm wrestle. Every trucker arm wrestles.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But so they bring out the truck. First off, it looks. Have you seen pictures?
Oh,
of it?
yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
science fiction.
It's
All
cool.
of it's science
Yeah.
fiction, but
Yeah.
it is like crazy. And then did you see that the inside the cockpit? It's one seat in the center
Right.
of the thing.
And it allows the driver to stand
So wait,
if he wants to.
Where's
Yeah.
the trucker put his hooker?
Well, there's a couple
Oh, boy.
bump seats in the back. Plus, I think there's going to be a cabin like sleeping bump
Yeah.
because a lot of those
Yeah,
trucks
they do. That's right.
they have like a sleeping in the
Right.
back. So, but they didn't talk specifically about all that
hookers,
stuff.
okay.
But when it comes in, it's like the fucking coolest goddamn looking truck. So a couple things that they did, and I'm going to give you general stats. You can Google the real stats because I was like the stuff that sort of blew me away. I didn't realize how horrible going up a hill in a truck under load was.
Oh.
The speed maxes out at like 45 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's even still pretty fast.
Yeah, but it's like when you go up like the Tejon Pass, like up the 5.
Yeah.
You know when you're going like up and you just see those trucks like crawling up the hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Tesla truck can go 65 miles an hour uphill with 80,000 tons.
Tons?
Pounds?
Pounds.
It might be tons. Pounds?
I just said puns.
Puns.
I think
Let's just say puns because it's either pounds or tons.
Yeah,
we don't need to know.
We've got our bases
hey,
covered.
I just told you. I don't know these stats. Google it. But so some of that stuff, I was like, oh, well, that is a much big like. If you're going through the hills, you're saving a shit ton of time.
Yeah.
Also,
500-mile
range.
Whoa!
With load.
Wow.
You could and they said that most routes are to and back. Like the majority of routes that trucks actually take are to and back are like 350 miles, 380 miles.
Wow.
So essentially you can make your delivery and back to your home base on
in
one charge. But he's also installing a Tesla semi-truck supercharging thing throughout the United States. So all the truck stops are going to have, so you'll be able to go plug in.
Oh my gosh, what company do you think is going to be? I think it's going to be Coca-Cola. I bet Coca-Cola is the first company to embrace.
It's already started.
Have companies actually started buying it?
100%. Budweiser bought 40.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were already able to be bought.
Yeah, they're all pre-ordering. Yeah. But not only that, so there's a whole list.
That's kind of close. Coca-Cola, Budweiser.
Yeah, but there's a whole. But I mean, I don't know if Coke has yet. I know. Oh God, was it Walmart? There's some like big box thing that's sort of like, and a lot of them are like, we'll buy 5 and see how it goes, right? But there's so much weird shit that I didn't even understand about the trucking industry. So one of the things that they made is the windshield is indestructible.
Oh.
And he goes, this may not sound like a big thing, but we spent a lot of time engineering the windshield.
What?
Because if once a year,
a
truck's windshield will break. Once a year.
Just in general,
like through usual ways.
Yeah, like
on average,
one truck, its windshield will break once a year.
Every
not
year,
like one
you have
windshield
to replace,
on one truck in the country. Yeah.
Every year, on average, you have to replace your windshield.
Okay.
It's super fucking expensive, and the truck is down for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And if it happens while you're driving, you cannot finish that route. You have
to get towed. Yeah.
So. So he was like, this is one of those things that doesn't sound like a really big idea or a really big deal, but for the people who use trucks, this is a really big
fuck
deal.
Yes.
The other thing is
what?
Lifetime warranty on the brakes.
Oh,
what? Because again, it's an electric vehicle.
Yeah, so
you've got your 20 pitons going, or 80,000 pitons going down going downhill.
Yeah.
All of that momentum is being converted into electricity and put back into the battery, so you're barely ever using your brakes. But brakes on a truck are fucking always wearing down and being replaced.
Yeah.
Not only that.
Okay, more.
More? The aerodynamics of this, which is fucking... I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what kind of math science they're doing in there.
Math science. Good old math science.
It has lower drag than a Bugatti Veyron.
So it's super close to the ground.
Wait, the Bugatti Veyron,
supercar.
the little tiny thingy?
A fucking supercar, $2.5 million supercar. The truck
that makes literally no sense.
Lower drag than a supercar.
Because how?
Well, they've got these fucking things. So the angles, B, so there's a lot of airflow, and trucks suck at it, right? Because there's a lot of airflow that comes up underneath the truck, in between the truck and the thing. So they have these like automatic fairings that close the gaps. So when it's traveling, it's like one solid. And then
that's cool, man.
Then all the automation stuff, like all the autopilot stuff, is in from the cars, like autopilot. But then they have this really crazy thing.
Gosh, what else?
Which is they have this thing called convoy mode.
Convoy.
So you get 3 of these semi-trucks in a chain going along.
Yeah.
The ones in the middle and the end don't have to have drivers. because they're connected to the other trucks.
Like physically connected or connected via
the interwebs and automation stuff.
They don't need them legally, you mean? Because
No. Somebody will probably be in there.
Right.
But the whole point is, and because of the drag coefficients and all that stuff, they all become way more efficient. And he said that they actually got the price of moving goods down to even cheaper than train.
Really?
Wow.
Like way cheaper than truck.
But
even cheaper than train.
Elon Musk is saving the world.
he is.
So all of this shit is great, and I was like, bonking out about like, oh, this is great.
Bonk it out. I
like,
love it when you bonk out.
Just fucking
Alex.
bonking it all
sounds
out.
a little.
Then he pulls, like the truck pulls away, and the back of the truck, kit style, opens up,
Yeah.
and a brand new Tesla Roadster, a fucking
Wow.
I
Tesla
love this
Roadster,
man. I love
slides
it so
out of the back. Dude, fucking dudes.
Looks sexy.
Not only does it look sexy,
When you make your 10 million with Bitcoin, that's what you can buy Tom and I.
Yeah.
Sexy
yes.
Roadster.
You guys, everybody gets sexy Roadster. I'll be like the
you get a
Oprah.
sexy Roadster.
I'll be like the Oprah for just
Yeah.
this garage.
Okay, cool.
You get a sexy Roadster, and you get a sexy Roadster, and that's the end of that episode. That show. Hey, nobody else was here. If they were here, they would get one. I'm Oprah.
I'm Oprah.
Dude, this thing is fucking gorgeous looking, right?
Okay.
Not only that, it goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
No.
1.9
I don't want my body to
seconds.
go that.
It
that's
is
like-
it will be, when it is produced, the fastest car ever made.
Oh my God.
And he says, and then it's like, does some crazy quarter mile, does some crazy, 0 to 100, whatever. The max speed is 250 plus.
No.
Yeah, he was like,
I do not
we know
need my
it'll
car
go.
to ever go
He was
that.
like, we know it'll go over 250. We just don't know how far over 250, and nobody really wants to go that fast. So
Yeah, no.
we're just putting 250 plus.
I once sat on the back of a super bike, those like Suzuki super bikes
yeah.
that they race where they go so fast they like scrape their knees on the ground when they're taking corners. I sat on the back of the one going $160.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Were you actually strapped to the guy driving?
No, that's my point. All I was doing was holding on to the guy driving, and I had this moment because when you're on the straightaways is when you hit 160.
Yeah.
I think we actually hit like 165 or something like that. And I just had this moment of going,
If I let go, I die.
I die.
Yeah.
Like that. How did anyone trust me to get on this? Because it was like a shoot for
I was
G4,
gonna
by
say,
the way.
that feels like an Attack of the Show
Yeah,
bump.
it wasn't like if Allison just decided to do this. It was like work was like,
Yeah.
you're good on the back of this bike. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
How did this clear
Yeah,
insurance?
but that was 160. And
Yeah.
understandably, I was not enclosed in a car, but still going 100 miles faster.
Yeah, but also it's a T-top, so you can take the top off.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, it's a T-top.
No.
It's gorgeous. Anyway,
no.
but here's the craziest thing.
That's crazy.
This is, first off, but then Elon goes, well, yeah, but that's the standard. That's like the starting model.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like that's no extra. That's no extra speed.
But like,
Accessories.
there's no place where you can actually drive the car that fast. So why make it go that
Autobahn?
fast?
Can you still drive on the Autobahn that fast?
Yeah.
Like that's
There's
The
no
Autobahn
there's no
doesn't have a
speed
speed
limit.
limit?
No.
Wow.
So but here's the other thing. First off, $200,000. Reasonable.
Oh.
Well, but if you think about it, like if you get a full kitted out P100D right now, you're close
Okay.
to 200.
All right.
You're in the 185s, 189s, depending upon package and
Right.
polish and all that stuff. So it's not crazy more
Right.
than a fully decked out Model S Speedster, right?
Okay.
The other thing that's freaking crazy as shit. Guess how far it goes on one charge?
I'm gonna guess.
42 feet.
What?
I don't know. Just tell us.
Okay, wait.
So
Let me
Bucephalus-
think. What
So
can Bucephalus do?
is
Is 200 or something? 250?
215, 216
But
miles.
the trucks can do 500.
The trucks can do 500, yeah. But they're basically
Okay.
just all batteries.
Yeah.
So the
I'm gonna
P100D, the
guess-
P100D will go, which is the biggest S you can get battery-wise, will go
Currently.
375 miles.
Yeah, I'm going to guess this sexy motherfucker can go like
I'm
750.
gonna say 1,000 because you make it seem like it's gonna be
620
Yeah.
miles
Yeah.
on a charge. It can drive from LA to San Francisco and back
Wow.
without ever charging.
Wow.
sweet.
I'm
Let's
using
do it.
my Owen Wilson wow all the time.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Well,
This thing, I have to get one, right?
yeah.
I mean, I can't get one, but I have to
Alex,
get one.
you can get all the things because Tom and I cannot.
Yes.
So
Look at
we
us.
have to live vicariously through you.
Yeah, you have like the fastest
what's that
internet,
crack? What are you
solar
cracking?
panels.
It's Tesla crack.
Crack. Oh, crack! Like you're
Yeah.
like snorting crack, or like.
First off, I hope that's not how you
You're-
get crack.
Do you smoke crack? I don't even know.
You can smoke crack.
Like, what do you do for crack?
We are the dorkiest non-drug users in the world.
I've smoked weed once or twice in my
well,
life.
when you snort crack, do you snort crack or do you smoke crack? I don't know.
Anyway, speaking of which, have you noticed all the like random billboards around LA that are of people who are clearly stoners, and then it just says "relax, it's legal" on January 12th,
That is
2008, whenever it
amazing.
becomes legal in LA
Yeah.
or something like that.
That is amazing.
It's
You're
like,
like, no, don't. We want
yeah.
how about an accountant?
Yeah, right? Like someone maybe who doesn't look like an
Yeah.
utter stoner. Someone who doesn't look like they're my Postmates driver. How about that?
Oh, Postmates.
Okay, so real quick,
Yeah. Oh, right. Charge.
charge. Because we were talking so
Charge.
much about Bitcoin
Cost, charge.
last week.
Yes.
Which, first off, I will say, you inspired me.
Ooh.
Because when you said you were giving your nieces the cold wallets,
Yeah.
and you were like, they're like bonds, I went, wait, I have like a ton
right, I remember
of
you said
bonds
that, yeah.
from my grandmother, and I was like, what the hell am I doing with
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
So I actually I've said this before, but my dad's a CFO, so he's like my quote unquote financial advisor. He's like the
Yeah.
person I talk to be like, am I being insane or whatever?
Yeah.
And I called him up and I was like, listen, we just had a big conversation on the podcast, and Alex was like, Bitcoin, and I was like,
Bitcoin.
and he mentioned this thing about like that related to bonds, and I was like, well, I have these bonds. What am I actually going to do? Like, is it worth it to hold on to them? And my dad was like, he's like, find them, figure out how much they're worth now,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And so I went through and did the whole calculator thing, and I sent it to my dad, and he's like, honestly, the interest rates are so low. He's like, this is not something that even if you held on to them until they actually fully mature,
Right.
that you're going to be making significant amounts more money.
Right, because you can sell them at a penalty, right, or something like that, or like give them back.
I think as long as they've hit the value that they are, like, you know, if you
like the maturity value or whatever. Yeah.
But they don't have to fully mature with interest. They
Got
just
it.
have to hit the like value you paid for them.
Okay.
Then it's okay.
Okay.
I'm not positive on that, but I'm going to figure that out. But I believe that my plan is I think I'm going to switch those bonds over to Bitcoin.
I agree with you.
Because it's like, it's not a significant amount of money that's ever going to change my life.
right.
So if I lose it, it's
Yep.
not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, I might as well put it into like a quote unquote high risk stock.
Yeah,
Is
totally.
sort of the way I look
Yeah,
at it. So
100%.
I haven't done
That's
it yet, but that's my plan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
say,
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
let's see, what day is today? Saturday. Yeah, this weekend. This weekend is a good weekend because it's having a little bit of a dip.
Well, I was going to say I'm probably going to wait till after the holidays because of your point
maybe.
of like how many family members, like over Thanksgiving, how
Yeah.
many family members signed up. I was like, I think I'm going to wait till after the holidays when
No,
like everything.
you want to get in before the holidays because what's going to happen is everybody's going to go
It's gonna
home
burst again.
and people
Yeah.
are going to start buying it because they're another round of family members
Are gonna be
And
talking
by the
about
way, all the family members. This is the key. I just can't believe we just started talking about Bitcoin again, but
know.
whatever. But all the key is everybody that was there, like over Thanksgiving, it was at like 8,000.
Right.
So everybody that heard the pitch
Right.
from their crazy uncle, which is me.
Or a podcast co-host.
You know what I mean? Or a podcast. The person with Bitcoin eyes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Heather, so like,
Is that an
gold
emoji?
fever.
Is that an emoji now?
Honestly,
Bitcoin eyes.
people are like, please just put a Bitcoin emoji
Right.
in there. Anyway, but all of those people that were like, bro, just open up a Coinbase account,
Yeah.
buy a little bit, forget you have it. Everybody was saying the shit I was saying at the
Yeah.
thing. Well, come Christmas,
Right. That's going to be
the people
yeah.
that didn't do that
are now going to do
gonna
it.
go, so how did that go? And you go, oh, well, you would
Now
have
it's
made
at 16,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You would have made, 10x your investment or fucking way more than 10x.
Yeah.
Well, not way more than 10x. Not 10%. I was going to say was you could have doubled your investment had
Right.
you listened to me over Thanksgiving. They are then going to open a Coinbase account. And so we had the little bump from people who believed it and did it.
Right.
And then I think after Christmas, we're going to have a huge bump of the people who didn't and then go, oh my God, I can't believe, because that's a weird
Right.
time because it's just about a month and a half.
I
It's
gotta
like
be honest
enough
though,
time.
I just don't think I have the brain capacity. I don't have the bandwidth right now to figure
gotcha.
out transferring my bonds into Bitcoin. I
gotcha.
feel like I need to get through the holidays and
Yeah.
then figure out how to do that. So maybe I'll just suck it up for a little bit. But that's my plan.
So when
you
we come back,
converted me.
so when we come
my
back,
point.
you're going to be in the Bitcoin
Probably.
world
After the holidays. Yeah. But this is my point. This was not the point of what I was bringing up. My point is that I read an article recently because Bitcoin's been in the news so much because of how well it's doing, that all these mining machines and how much electricity they're taking up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The amount that people are paying for the electricity to run these mining machines is defeating the purpose of the money they're making on Bitcoin. It's so expensive to run these mining machines, and it's like it's not good for the environment either. So it's like,
well, it depends upon where you're mining.
Well, yeah.
So that's the whole thing of like with my buddy Jordan and setting it all up in Nevada because it's near a hydroelectric thing, so it's all clean energy, super cheap, and it's colder where we are than usual, even though we're a little worried about the summer because we're expanding. Anyway. La, 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 la.
Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah.
Moneybags Albrecht.
Super fun. Anyway, but yeah, no, and, well, yeah, they eat energy.
Yeah.
One of these little boxes basically uses as much energy as my entire house in a day.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow.
Owen Wilson wants to get in on the Bitcoin mining. Should I? Wow. Anyway.
All right, I think we got time for one more story.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about an NFL story?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, I feel like
I
let's just take a
perked
left
up.
turn.
I'm like, I'm the only one who watches football here.
Let's take a left turn, right?
Yeah.
By the way, really sorry about your Giants.
Oh my God, they're so sad.
Yeah.
They're so sad.
I can't believe they benched Eli and then they
did,
fired
but then
everybody.
They benched Eli, which kind of sucks solely because he had the record for the longest starting games in the NFL. But I was so upset because benching him, I was like, they better not fucking trade his ass. I know he hasn't been playing well. I know. I know he hasn't been playing well, but he's been so damn loyal to the Giants, and he's won us 2 Super Bowls. It's like you can't just bench him
and was
and
the MVP of at least one of them.
Exactly. And I was like, if because they had made an announcement a couple weeks ago when we lost to San Francisco, which San Francisco hadn't even won a game. Yeah. And when we lost to San Francisco, everyone was like, the coach is getting fired, McAdoo, who no one has really liked since he's taken over. And then they came out saying that McAdoo, they wouldn't make any coaching changes until the end of the season. And all of us were like, what the fuck? Why? And then they bench Eli, and we're like, oh my God, if you get rid of Eli before you fire this fucking coach, like I would have burned the stadium to the ground. Okay?
Yeah.
And so they bench Eli. They still play like shit. Yeah. And then the following day or 2 days later, they fire both the coach and the general manager, and they keep Eli. And I was like, all right. Now we're back in business.
Yeah. I mean, it's
2018.
Here we come. Yeah. So, well, there's a lot of sadness going around in regards to fandom. Yeah. So this article just made me giggle.
Okay.
Fox seeks actors to be Los Angeles Rams fans.
Oh, no.
For the Eagles game.
Oh, because the Eagles are kicking ass.
Well, but also, so what happened was the Chargers, the much maligned, not San Diego Chargers anymore.
I know.
They had earlier in the season, they had a home game in LA against the Eagles, and 90% of the people in the stadium were Eagles fans.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So all of the transplants in LA that are Eagles fans were like, fuck it, let's go.
Of them,
Tons.
Yeah.
And even to the point where Phillip Rivers said that was not a home game.
Right.
That was an away game.
We
were playing in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And so the Rams that play out of the Coliseum.
Right.
Fox.
And the Rams are actually doing really well this
The Rams are doing great. I'm actually watching the
Eagles
Rams.
are killing it, but the Rams are doing really well.
Really well. Super fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's very sort of like it's funny how winning just makes you more of a fan. I don't know if you understand that yet.
Well,
I'll jump on the bandwagon.
Let's be honest, if I had recently become a Giants fan, I would no longer be a Giants fan. But because I've been a Giants fan for so long while they've won, it's like, all right. Yeah.
But so anyway, so Fox is doing on Sunday the LA Coliseum game. The Philadelphia Eagles. I think it's tomorrow.
This episode will be airing the day after this game
happens.
Okay.
But they wanted to do a sort of like college football-esque tailgate set.
Okay.
So like in college football, they always have that set outside the stadium where people are just going crazy in the parking lots before the game. They're going to do that, but they were so worried
that it was just going to be all
Eagles fans, that they actually put out a casting call for actors and models to dress up as Raiders or as Rams fans and stand behind them, so it seems like there's Rams fans there.
I thought this story that actually makes a lot of sense. But what I thought this story was going to be when you said are looking for actors to be Rams fans.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like celebrities. They wanted to find celebrities who were willing to be Rams fans and sit at the game so they
so
could like
sad.
swing camera to them and
Yeah.
be like, we're popular too.
Yeah, that would be even sadder.
But I wouldn't put it past this damn town.
No way.
Yeah.
Or the teams. I mean, they
Yeah.
really like. But I just love the fact that they
also,
had to cast.
This is the
people
only
to stand
city,
behind.
the only city that you could do that in. The only city
Oh
you
yeah,
can get away with.
because people are like, "Oh, my face on TV. I'll put on a stupid Rams shirt."
Wait, I
don't
feel like
baseball.
I feel like I
baseball.
mentioned this, but I can't remember if this was right after Trump got elected or right before. I forget. But my casting, my commercial casting, my commercial agency, sent out an email because sometimes commercials are looking for they want like people who are actually AT&T Uverse users,
Right.
You know, then I'm like, yeah, I am.
So then
Or
they
like,
can say actual customers, even though you're literally acting.
yes, exactly. That kind of thing. So every once in a while they'll send you an email that's like about a specific casting. And this casting that they sent out, the email started with, look, we don't want to get into a discussion about this. We're not getting involved in politics. Here's the thing we got sent. And they were looking for actual Trump supporters for a commercial. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're casting Trump supporters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
And I was like, I'm not even responding to this email.
Amazing.
I was like,
I
I'm
just
not
love
getting
that your
involved.
agent was just like, oh,
Yeah,
God.
basically like.
I mean, I
took
don't
a
even
big
really wanna
sigh
know,
and then
but
had to hit
send.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, dude, it's all. I mean, it's.
I wonder what they pay for
Wow.
the Rams thing.
You want to look? We should look into it. I mean, Sunday you get to go to the
You
game.
know, that is interesting because if the show that
Dude, that'd be awesome.
if the show that was shooting there with the set was union, technically those people would have to be paid union rates. I mean, they might have been considered extras,
Yeah.
but still they'd have to get paid that union rate. Yeah,
$50 or whatever it is.
I could use some union hours. Let's do it.
Yeah, right.
Do it.
Dust off that old SAG after card.
Jeez. Haven't done this since like 1989. I don't
Slap,
Really?
slap.
I renew mine every year.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah. Every twice
twice
a
a
year you
year.
have to do it. Yeah.
Man.
Now we're so fancy.
Everybody's sad.
So fancy.
All right. On that lovely note about football, we did it,
guys.
We did it, guys.
Awesome. Okay, everyone. Well, just remember we're recording Drunksmiths this Sunday, December 17th. Please send us stuff. We will get out the address of the location as soon as we are allowed to. Hopefully, we get a red velvet cake delivered to us. And everyone, now you know a red velvet cake's being delivered to us, so you don't have to deliver us a red velvet cake.
Honestly, I feel like
Ron's on it.
I feel
Ron
like
is
next
on
time
it.
we should have like a checklist of styles of food and make it public.
Yeah,
So if somebody's
yes.
like, I'm going to send them sushi, you can go and check the sushi box. I'm going to send them Mexican. You can check
All right.
the Mexican box.
Fourth year
in a row.
Year 4, we'll do that.
We're going to have some
Year
actual
4. But year 3, we're not doing
development.
that.
No.
Please,
just get all sushi.
Yeah, you can email us, and please email us because we need stories for Drunksmiths.
Yeah.
we need things to talk about on Drunksmiths because we record a lot of episodes in a row.
Yes.
So email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, halfhourhappyhr. But please also follow the 3 of us on Twitter, which it's just all of us. It's just our names, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know.
Because we'll be posting.
Barely on there.
Well, we'll post it on the podcast, but also on our individual Twitter Twitter accounts about the address and that kind of stuff. Please subscribe to us
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play. Which
Yeah. What was the Google Play thing?
Okay, so
you found it?
I had to figure this out because
Okay.
somebody tweeted me and was like, "You're not popping up on Google Play," and I was like, "What?" And then I went to Google Play and I was like, "You're right, I'm not." And I had to Google how to find us on Google Play.
Amazing.
You have to go to Google Play Music, which is a separate app if you are on an Android device. There's Google Play, which is like the App Store, but then there's Google Play Music, which comes up as a separate thing. Okay. And within Google Play Music,
there's a podcast
section, and then in the podcast section, you search for us, and we are there.
Yeah. Wow.
So there you are. Subscribe to us, everyone. And that is it for this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Sitting in with us, as always, the lovely and talented Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
The unsung singing hero.
Unsung singing.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.